two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Got room at the 35. And the ball squirted out. Defense falls on the ball. Gonna be a turnover.
Oh, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting. Game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
Offense in a split backfield. Card in the backfield. It's Jackson. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Striving for the goal line. Loose football.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their ribcage. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The sure hands, it's Anderson. Pulled down for the tackle. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Hunt is in the air. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up?" come on. Get on the ball, Dave.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Throwing right. Got his man. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to go up top. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Shakes off the defender. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got it set up on the outside. Shows a little flash as he slips his way out to the 10.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. LSU will get a 1st down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the fourth quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming on the right side.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next.
There he goes. Touchdown LSU. Once he got some room, it was over. You saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Connection to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Goes to the option. The pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They had that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man. And they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Florida! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. LSU quick to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Johnson wants to throw it. Buying some time. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Here's the handoff. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They booted away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. That punt is just going to create all kinds of problems. It goes out of bounds, and let's see where they spot it. They're going to take over right around the 30-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Yeah, and I love the timing route. It's a nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north south, and get some good yards after the catch. These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's sharp. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. LSU right back to the line. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Durham. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. You've already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a gap. It's ball. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The give on the option.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them.
Breaks into the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. It's caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. He makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's ball.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's in open space downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Creates a little room. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Got a man, it's Jackson. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. He might want another play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield. Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
The corners are walked up tight. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Berry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Looking for a man. It's Glagway. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On the run, it's Durham. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. LSU quick to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Glagway. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and the linebacker did a great job understanding. The running back slips out, he expands with him. And how about making a tackle in the open field? Linebacker on running back. You don't always want that situation or that matchup, but the defense won that one.
Caught close to the marker, it's Daniels. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Using his legs, it's Barry. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
I think at this point in the game now, in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Lets it fly. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation in the game. Say after that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. Toss sweep to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Johnson looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the